EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Rams. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Pickett back to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On second down, this is Harris. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far, running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game. Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Now Stafford to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Let's do this, man. This is the call for the bingo. Let's go right here. Hey, come on now. Let's not disappoint. Let's not disappoint. Dig down deep.
Rohrwasser made the field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield, because I know that when I used to cover.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Stafford. And incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he overshot shot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. On their side of midfield at the 47. Harris will start the drive out. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Pickett to throw on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw, Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, it's Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Akers back-to-back catches. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
To the air again, Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Stafford now to throw. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Pickett now on 1st down.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Pickett back to throw.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Pickett right back to the air again.
It's brought in by Harris. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
He gets this one to Johnson.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
The Rams ready to go on offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
This fielded right at the goal line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it, and they've run it well here to start the second half.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 22. They'll start the drive with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They hand this off to Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
93 yards on the ground for him so far.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
On 2nd and inches, Pickett being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
This is your game, baby.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
On the give, this is Harris.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
He starts with a give to Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They'll go again here with...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now Pickett.
Washington's got him.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Kenny Pickett connecting with Deontay Johnson. And the Steelers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Boswell for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first.
Throwing is Stafford.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Again, it's Stafford.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. To throw is Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one, just an absolute killer, a chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
I got my carpet rolled out for you. Let's go do this. Let's go right now. It's showtime, baby. Do it. Guys, ready to get it on right now. Make plays. Whatever it takes. Here we go. Let's rock and roll. Let's go. Let's go.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Now Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Stafford now to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
This is your game. Baby. Let's go. Bring it. Say it. Let's go. Get it. Whatever it takes, go get it. Let's get some love. Come on, time that ball comes to me. Let's ride out. Let's ride out. We'll take it. Let's rock and roll, baby. I know you have. Hey, been there, done that.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Pickett now on first down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
It's brought in by Harris.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Pickett back to throw.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Pickett.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 28. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and 6. Now Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So it's a win here for the Steelers, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, CD, and that's Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.